Welcome back to where the hell we are.
Matt talking to me.
We were talking about the hardest games that we've beaten, and I said that I'll probably put Smash Brawl up there, but the first Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the PS4, where they got the first 6 games on there, doing the 100% achievements on that was a bitch.
I've done Ghosts and Goblins.
Because they make you do a lot of like timed, like you have to.
Well, technically, you didn't beat Ghost and Goblins.
Yeah, technically I have. I've made it all the way through it once. You got to do it twice to actually officially beat it.
Well, how much do you suck?
I
don't know. I mean. Oh.
Got some pretty cool music kicking here.
Castlevania: The Lament of Innocence on PS2 is very challenging
soundtrack
as well.
I don't think modern games are near as hard.
Hell no, they ain't.
I mean, it depends on what your goals are.
Back in the strategy guide days, that's when things were hard. Back when
no shit.
When they wanted to sell you a damn strategy guide.
They sold a lot of them to me.
I know you did.
It's kind of funny. They're all like displayed in my front room there. Because all my games are like out now. I got everything in one place.
Oh, God.
Whoa, that was bright.
Yeah, those things, I don't know why it does that. The streak bats here, they're fucking quicker. Instead of like them sitting around for a couple seconds, they immediately launch towards you. So you have to kill them really quick. You know how in Prime 1 they did that?
Yeah.
They just drop down, kind of hover there for a second.
There's no hovering.
There's no hover.
Well, I'll be damned.
What the hell's wrong with this worm?
He's all fucked up. The bomb guardian.
Now I gotta shoot his butt.
Nintendo has a thing about evil worms.
And Guardians. Weren't those guys? Isn't that what they called those things in Breath of the Wild?
Probably.
With like shoot them
Supposed to come out with a new Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, they were going to do Breath of the Wild too, and then they put that one away. Called it something else.
Well, I mean, it's still the direct sequel.
Yeah.
Same world. I hope they have more like dungeons.
Yeah, I gotta say,
that was the only thing I had to complain about with Breath of the Wild.
was not as excited about Breath of the Wild as other people were. Looked beautiful and played okay, but there's a lot of
I like their puzzles, but
a lot of things about it that I think could have been done better. Not exactly what I wanted in a Zelda game. Breaking your dance.
What is your favorite Zelda game?
Either Ocarina of Time, and that's more of sentiment,
Ocarina is still my favorite.
And Twilight Princess is probably my second favorite.
I never fell in love with Twilight Princess. But
I wish I could throw that many bombs in the ground.
I say, that's
Wind Waker is probably my second favorite.
good. I like Wind Waker.
Because I didn't like it as much as a kid, but the last 10 years I've really
And it was a GameCube game.
kind of fallen in love with it. It's really fun, relaxing.
I like Twilight a little better than I do. The story on it just kind of really drew me in. And I think it played really well, too. That was launched on both the Wii and the GameCube.
Yeah, that was one of those like games that
I'd love to play that on the
barely
GameCube.
made it. Like,
or have a re-release. What if they re-release it? If you could play it on Switch.
I wonder what I get from this guy. Yeah.
What would you get from the bomb guardian who's been, just raining bombs on
I really got into
high jump boots.
Skyward Sword as much.
I mean, I've played it through, obviously, and got everything, but that story didn't engage me like some of the others. And there's no Ganondorf. Although I know why that was. Morph Ball Bomb. What a surprise. And I know why that Skyward Sword didn't, because it was the very first at the beginning of the timeline. Like even before Ganondorf was thought of. The
Yeah.
guy, the big toenails was thought
Why
of.
can I
instead.
only skip these sometimes? I hate this fucking... I hate having to wait for this. Every temple outside the Sky Temple is like this. Drives me nuts. Fucking
Crazy,
nuts.
man.
You never played
you
Link
did.
to the Past, have you?
Not. I haven't played it through. Just dabbled at it. So
Well,
for your purposes, no.
Link's Awakening,
Same.
because they re-released it on
Yeah.
Switch.
You gave that to me for my birthday.
It's a good one too.
It's on the list.
If y'all want to read this, y'all can stop, right? Because he's just basically telling us about the land of...
Kind of more of what the other guy was saying before.
Yeah, and then telling us, like, alright, you need to... How you need to get to each of the temples, the dark temples.
Yeah.
You have to have the dark temple keys.
Makes sense. Your search will be difficult. You will not win.
And then tells you about the crystals that you can stand in the dark world that regenerate your health ever so slowly and they keep you from dying and whatnot, blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
And now we can do the amber holograms and shit, so cool. Let the light, or whatever. I don't know. Nailed it. And then
Your energy's fully replenished because you heard that whole story.
Exactly. So
however that work.
So now we gotta basically return the energy from the dark version. From the dark version of this room to the light version. So we have to go to the dark world. You'll notice the dark world is exactly the same as the light world, just obviously dark.
Well, that
makes a lot of sense.
Right? There are certain paths that are cut off that they don't actually create dark versions of the room. I don't think, fucking God, they... Stop that shit.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
See what? Okay, watch these shriek bats. Immediately, like no hesitation, they fucking fly at you. Fuck them.
You gotta be on your toes.
You got cut off.
Did you like beating the guy's toenails with Skyward Sword?
No. I don't remember that.
It was like the big monster, like you'd be in this pit and he'd be walking around and you'd have to like
Oh fuck.
hit his big like claws or whatever.
That was on Wii U, wasn't it?
Yeah. So.
It was like one,
Yeah.
kind of before the Wii U came out.
Yeah.
Wii U didn't really have a Zelda game, did it?
Breath of the Wild was
Yeah.
it's one of those same type of things.
That was a launch game for the Switch.
Yeah.
Man, the Wii U sure got shit on. And that's a shame, because I like the Wii U.
Yeah. That's it.
Played well. I mean, honestly, graphically, it's the same as the Switch.
I think the Switch is a step up graphically, although not a huge step up. 2 missile expand. I thought you were gonna beat it with 5 missiles, Zach.
You're funny.
What do you consider your favorite Mario?
Sunshine.
Odyssey.
You
And
know,
I usually wouldn't like automatically pick the new one.
I used to be 64, probably because of nostalgia. But honestly, Odyssey is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's got so much nostalgia wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
It's hard not to love it.
God, I forgot about this part. The Dark Pirates are fucking terrible. Or a pain in the ass.
Pain in the
But they look cool as shit,
Yeah,
though.
they do. I love all the like purple effects.
But they shoot the shit out of you.
I'm gonna say there.
And they take a lot more fucking years.
You gotta jockey hard, man.
Do, 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 do.
Looks like they kind of like throw you into the fire a lot quicker in this game. Like, alright, you got the first game to get used to this, but now it's time to...
Get serious.
Yeah, it's like, time to get serious.
It take a little bit before you even get to any pirates, space pirates in the first Prime.
Alright, well next time we'll figure out the rest of this puzzle.
We'll see it, people.